Hi, I'm Karla Pearce, and today we are in the Rose Garden at Riverside Park in Kamloops, BC. We are joined by fabulous floral artist Kelly Perry, who is going to talk us through painting some roses. It's going to be a hot, gorgeous day. Art can be a way that people can heal themselves and find personal peace.
Well, art's been a real journey for me because I was going through a really rough point in my life. I guess I'd say I was in a kind of a fetal position, which meant that I wasn't going to make it. I decided I needed to take a direction, so I went back to school, and I'm not academically inclined, but I applied for the BFA in 2000, and I graduated in 2005, and basically art's been my life ever since. I needed to survive, and without art I would have never survived. I wouldn't be here today. So art became my voice, and I'd say art still is my voice. That healing, for me, that healing journey, I've taken most of the flowers that I've painted are on art. It allows me to really feel. I really like to just pick easy subjects, or they allow me to feel, like get within the piece more or less than just looking at it. I think you really start discovering what every little element and every little line, or it just makes you look at nature totally different and life totally different. To my garden, so it was something that kept me going. So I think that gives me that attachment to a lot to the flowers. And I mean, there's so many incredible flowers and so many different styles and colors. And I mean, there's never a mistake on a flower anyway. So.
When Kelly paints, she relaxes her mind so that she can access her creative self, narrowing her focus so that she can paint effectively.
I just allow my inner feelings to take control, and like usually when I start, like normally I wouldn't do plein air because it's really hard, and I work a lot from my own photography that I've taken. Because I can feel it, I can tell you what it feels like, it looks like, it almost tastes like. So it's easy to express yourself when you know everything about an item or a subject. And then I just, I'll throw pictures on the floor. I might have like not too long ago I did moths and butterflies, and I just threw the pictures on the floor and I pick them up and I paint them. And then I just throw whatever I feel in the background. This other one happened to have a white flower in the background. So it's how I feel at the moment. I think I just have a connection with life. I always feel good if I'm going on the road. I call myself a gypsy, and if I don't see an eagle or something like that, I feel like I'm going to have a really good day. So I guess I'm really connected to nature, a lot of nature. I love nothing better than going off into the woods and back roads. It's pretty cool. Better than the big cities. I think I like sometimes the movement of the flower, the folds in the petals, and you can just really, you can highlight them any way you want. And I think that gives you really a deep feeling. So however I feel is where my paintbrush will take me.
Kelly uses her own emotional connection to nature and the objects that she paints to inspire her art.
I think it's not to reproduce it. I think what's really important is what you're doing is you're putting yourself on canvas. If you look at different people, the different ways, like for instance, you and I have done a picture, we're totally different. So you're putting your feeling out there just like I'm putting mine on. We're just totally like different people. And for me, what art does, when I do my art in the way that I do it, but part of it is I do the outline and then I put in the color and then I go back into it, and all the tonal areas I outline them with my black brush. But for me, what it does is I'm a bit of a scatterbrain, and so what it allows me to do, the lines hold me in there for the fear of failure be going beyond, which is something I feel like I do every day in my life, is that fear of failure. And so what my art does for me, it makes me safe, and art has become my soulmate. I think art is the most incredible gift we could have. If you start taking music and furniture and radio and TV and stage and fine arts, any type of fine arts, can you just imagine what type of a world we would have? I really feel strongly about, okay, if you took all these things out of there, what do you have? Work? I mean, what do we do for pleasure? We go to theaters and movies, anything that's to do with art. So I think, you know, people may say they don't do art, but we all do some form of art, and we all have it in us. It's something that we would not give up.
Kelly is also an art instructor. She teaches children and adults painting.
I know when I have people come to some of the classes, I try to show them the way I do my art, and I make them use the small brushes. So at one of the classes in Revelstoke, all of them brought these. I gave them all the fine brushes, but they all brought these big brushes. So they were going to paint with these brushes, but by the time that I had finished the class, they all had the small brushes, and they liked them because I think you have more movement, more freedom. I mean, it may take longer, but you have that nice movement with your canvas, and I think you can get into it better. And I think it's more important for people to do, or children, anybody to do, what is it that you want to do, not what I want them to do. I want you to do what you want to do, because I think that's the most important. And you know, bottom line, there are no mistakes in art. So no, I think to be forced to do something, your piece won't turn out. It won't work because you don't get that feeling. Whereas if I say to you, do what you want, you're going to really enjoy what you're doing, and it really does make a difference. Oh, I feel pretty awesome. Today I worked with, with Options and Opportunity. They had their fun day. And I probably just about get as excited as everybody that with special needs that does put a piece on their canvas, and to see their face light up, it really, well, it almost makes me cry, because I just realize how lucky we really are. And I think it's a very important thing for children. And I even if children don't want to paint, or they come to my class, I say, I don't care what you put on there, just put something on there. If you want to scribble, that's okay, because it's how you're feeling. I don't have a problem with that. And so consequently, those kids always, it's like giving them permission, and they always do the most incredible job. I had fun, and I almost decided, I almost brought a palette knife, because that's something I've never done. And it's like, I don't think we ever stop learning in art. So I think you always need to push those boundaries. No matter what, you need to push yourself, and hey, you may learn something new and different that's even better.
Painting and art can mean more than just a pretty picture. For some people, it's a way of life. For others, it can be a way to live. Art can touch us in the most beautiful sense. It can heal and inspire and fill us with light and beauty. So life can be like a rose garden, beautiful and inspiring. We just need to watch out for those thorns. I'm Karla Pearce, and thanks for watching.